Okay, hello everyone, we're back. Alan Goldstein, Enrolled Agent.
Peter Gonzalez, Enrolled Agent.
We're going to talk to you today about a notice of federal tax lien. You probably can't see it from there, but these are public information documents that are filed. If you get a notice of tax lien, that means that maybe they try to resolve it, you didn't reach a deal, or you never got the letter, or you never opened the letter, and all time periods expired for you to do something about it. But this is an interesting case and a very common case. This has to do with the 941. In other words, the employer's quarterly return, the one that says how many employees you have, how much money you took out for Medicare, how much money you took out for federal tax, things like that. It's a requirement. It's not should you file it or you only file it if you have the money. It doesn't work like that. It's a top priority. If you pay somebody else and you don't pay your quarterly return, you're in trouble, because then you have very limited defenses that you can use to solve this problem. So here we have a company, a typical case of a company that had problems with their 941 for, let's see, they had
Second, third, and fourth quarter.
Yeah, second, third, and fourth quarter of the year 2010. This is being filmed now in 2013. So the IRS did come back now and assess these problems, penalties, and interest against this company. So don't think that you're going to get away with it. It's only a matter of time. And in this particular case, this company owes about $8,000. Now you might say, oh, what's $8,000? It adds up very quickly. And most likely, these $8,000, part of it is composed of penalties and interest and all that. So what do we do in this case? Well, what Peter and I do? Well, we will look at your history, your whole history. See, have you been complying? Is this your first offense? You know, what's going on with you from a corporate level? And then we will talk with you, interview you, who's in charge of the payments, what happened, why weren't they done, why were they late, or whatever the case may be. And then we'll go over your transcripts, your IRS transcripts, see how much you owe, see what portion is penalties and interest. And one thing that we do is make sure that the calculations are done correctly, because mistakes do happen. So we have the software to check your penalties and interest, that they've been properly assessed. And then we go over a whole checklist of things that we do. And at the end of the day, we contact your revenue officer, if you have one, or a revenue agent, or wherever your file is with the IRS. And then we'll negotiate on your behalf, and then we'll try to get penalties and interest waived. It's not a guarantee. It doesn't mean that it's going to happen. There's only a few
instances.
Yeah, a few instances where we can get this done. So we cannot sell you penalty abatement or waivers or anything like that. We will try. And then not only that, we will see what else we can do, because there might be errors in the file.
Right. The most important thing that we need to know, are you in compliance? Because if you're not in compliance, the IRS will not deal with you in a fair manner.
Absolutely.
If you are in compliance, well, that's when you use our experience, our knowledge of the tax revenue laws to get you to a place where you could sleep happy at night. You leave all the problems to us. At the moment you contracted with us, we became the problem for the IRS.
Absolutely. That's a very interesting point. Now, what does compliance mean? Compliance means that you have filed all your returns, whether you paid them or not, but it's important that you file them, and they go back usually up to 6 years. So let's say we're dealing with 2010, we're in 2013 right now. So it will have to, the 2012 is due now, so they will have to go back to the 2006 filing. So if you called us today, we'll look at your file, make sure that all returns have been filed since 2006 to 2005 till 2011, because the 2012 At this time, as we're filming here today, the 2012 is not due yet, because it's not due for personal until April 15th. For corporate, it will be March. So anyways, to avoid confusion, just make sure that your last 6 years of tax returns are filed. If you're a corporation, make sure that all your quarterly filings are done, that your annual filings are done, your 940 and things like that. If it's not, that's not an issue. We'll help you get in compliance. Peter has 39 years of experience, a lot of experience, which will make sure that you get your filings done accurately in a timely manner at an affordable rate. We're not here to enrich ourselves or anything. We just want to get paid for our work at a fair price and make sure that we're able to help you.
Our main goal is to, first of all, make you understand that you have a tax problem. We're here to resolve it. It's plain and simple. You know, the IRS is very easy to deal with, but it takes a lot of years of work and experience to deal with them.
Absolutely, and that's an interesting point that Peter brings up. You can deal with the IRS directly, but the problem with that is that they will present to you what's in their best interest. They don't have to make you aware of everything. They have to make you aware of some things. Some disclosures are required, but generally speaking, not everything. So for instance, they might say you have a right to a hearing. Well, what does that mean? Exactly, that's my point. You have to know what a hearing is. What can you do in a hearing? What can't you do in a hearing? How long do you have to file for a hearing? They're not going to sit there and explain that to you. They'll refer you to a publication that you'll have to sit there and study for hours and hours if you understand it.
Right. Not only that, you receive this IRS letter, all of a sudden, all these evil thoughts come into your mind. Oh my God, they're going to take this, they could do that. No, that's what we're here for. You're going to answer things to them that they're not asking you for.
Absolutely.
We are here to answer what they need to know, what you need to prepare, and to get the matter resolved as soon as possible for your lifestyle.
Yeah. So just remember, if you have any quarter filings issue, the 941, or whether it's the annual 940, or your regular corporate returns, or partnership returns, or any of those returns, you know, give us a call. Even if you're not behind, we can still take care of your returns. That's what we're here to do for you.
One question I've always was asked was, Peter or Alan, I lived out of the country and made money out of the country. Do I have to file a tax return? The answer is yes. Under statute of the IRS, that any U.S. citizen or resident must file a U.S. tax return, no matter if they're living in a foreign country.
Absolutely. And remember, that brings up another point. Regardless of where you live, we can help you. Even if we have to transfer your file to the local IRS office, we can help you. We're in Florida. That doesn't mean we can't help you if you live in Tennessee. Right. We have many clients from all over the U.S. I even have a client from Hawaii. So we're able to help you in any of these things.
Remember what an enrolled agent is. You know, we are the only federally licensed tax practitioner. We can file a tax return in all 50 states.
Absolutely. So, without wasting any more of your time, make sure you call us with your questions or your request, or if you need assistance. 786-592-2476. 786-592-2476. You can ask for me. My name is Alan, or you can ask for Peter. Any of us will be glad to help you. Thank you and have a great day.
And good luck this tax season.